Hi, guys. Let me get my chat back up here. I'm glad you're here. Yesterday, I was a little nervous. I've been sick all week. Last week, when I couldn't do the live, I could tell I was coming down with something, but I didn't think it was going to be that big a deal. Oh, it still wasn't bad as COVID. That's good. I had to keep reminding myself of that when I wake up coughing in the middle of the night. But I'm doing so much better today. Voice is still got a little sinus drainage, but I'm doing a lot better. Hi, Margaret and Jeanne and Becky and Patty. Thank you guys for watching. Let's see, I don't have anybody commenting on Facebook yet. Looks like a few people on there. Hopefully, the comments will show up on Facebook. If they don't, oh, good, Becky. Hi, Becky. I got Becky on both of them. She's watching on both places. Okay, good. Glad to see that the comments are working because there was one time I did a live video. Some of you are probably watching it, and I didn't see anybody's comments on Facebook. And there are people commenting because I saw them as soon as the video was over. It was so frustrating. Okay. Well, today I am back with another card class at home. This is probably what most of my lives are going to be. So I'll have a new class every week. I'll always do 3 cards, and they will feature one bundle from any of our current catalogs, maybe even just a stamp set. I'm thinking about doing one of the stamp sets in the celebration brochure, the adorable owls. So if you would like to see me do a class on that, just comment and let me know because I think those owls are so cute. Okay, but this week's going to be about the not country floral. Well, it actually is the country floral lane suite. I'm using everything that's in the suite, but it's going to be the bouquet bundle that I'm using. The way these work, if you can watch the video for free, so worldwide, everybody's watching the video can watch the class for free. So you're getting a free video class. If you live in the United States, you can place orders, qualifying orders, to get the supplies to make these cards at home, and I'll mail them to you. But I'll give you more information on that here in just a minute. First off, I want to make sure you remember about celebration. It's a really wonderful time of the year. I know we just had that song at Christmas, but in Stampin' Up! World, right now is the best time of the year. It's celebration. Now, we are back to only doing 1 year. Oh, Becky, you'd love the owl class. I really think that's what I'm going to do. So if I get some more comments, I'll do that. Let me get every time I switch screens, for those of you that haven't watched before, my chat goes away on YouTube, so I always have to bring it back up again. Celebration is back to just once a year, which I'm glad. It got to where it wasn't as special, and it seemed like it came really soon. And I'm glad it's back to once a year, and I think everybody else is too. They got a lot of feedback from demonstrators and customers alike where they liked it better when just once a year. So if you place a $50 order, you can pick out an item from the celebration brochure for free from now until February 28th. So if you place an order to get my free supplies, you will get, that's at least $50, you will get a celebration item to pick out too. So this month and next month, all my card class at homes, you're going to get even more than just the card supplies if you order from me. If you do a $100 order, you get the choice of 2 $50 level products or one $100 level. And there are 2, I do believe, $100 levels in there. 2 or 3, but I think it is just 2. And then it goes up from there. If you get to a $300 order, you will get a bunch of celebration products. You can figure that out. I've got that in there. I don't know if you can read that in the screen or not. But you'll also get the Scenic Garden stamp set for free. It is gorgeous. I've got that pictured up at the top right corner of that first celebration picture. And then the picture on the right is the best deal of celebration. To join my team, there are 3 different options this year, and these are the best options that I can remember. I'm not just saying that. The first option, you see that blue mini stamp and cut and emboss machine up at the top right corner. I'm going to show you that here in just a minute. You can get that plus $175 worth of product, plus a paper pumpkin kit, plus free shipping, plus a business supply pack that's worth around $50. You'll get an 8-pack of the current catalogs, of the annual catalogs and the mini catalogs and the celebration brochures to be able to pass out to friends. And you get all of that plus free shipping. I can't remember if I said that, for only $129. It is a super good deal. Let me go ahead and then you can see that little list there. It tells you some of the things that you can get some of the benefits of joining. But let me show you this a little bit. There we go. I thought I had made one for this. So for $129, that's a $344 value for only $129. You can't beat that. And that blue, boho blue, is a sneak peek of one of the in colors that we're going to have in the new annual catalog in May. So I think it's a really pretty blue, and I've got it here. And like I said, I'll show you to you here in just a minute. So you get that embossing machine, the mini one, $175 of your choice, a free product, free paper pumpkin kit, business supply pack, and free shipping. Then if you like the white mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine better, you can pick option 2 for the same price and get the white one. If you would rather not get the mini, then you can get go back to doing the regular $99 starter kit, and you'll still get that $175 worth of free product. So that's $274 value for only $99. So if you have any questions, just contact me. There's a contact me link below in the video description, or you can also click on the celebration info. I've got a lot of information. There's links down there. Just check those out. And then we've got, this is the last day to get the Key to My Heart paper pumpkin kit. So if you like Valentine projects, make sure you subscribe to that by the end of the day. I think it's 11:50. I think it's like 11:50 Mountain Time tonight that you is the deadline to sign up. And there's a subscription link below in the video description too. And don't forget about my club. I've got a monthly online card club. You can stamp with me every month. You'll get a card kit. You'll have extra supplies when we're done making the cards, because you get usually a half pack of designer series paper, a roll of ribbon, and a pack of embellishments are the regular. And I think that's pretty much what you get. That is what you get this time. You'll get the Seaside Bay bundle. You'll get a half pack of the By the Bay DSP, and you'll get the flat pearls. And the I take that back. The bundle that's what it's featured. That does not come. That's an add-on. Sorry about that. I got mixed up here. I thought, wait a minute. I mean, list not too much stuff. So you get a half pack of the DSP and the suite, a full pack of the ribbon that's in there, and a full pack of the flat pearls. And you have the option to add on the Seaside Bay bundle at an extra additional price. But when you add the bundle or the stamp set on, you get, I will pay the shipping and tax on that bundle. So you'll actually save 18% getting it through the club. And that's only for people that are members of the club. You have to subscribe first for $39.50 a month. Okay, you can get more information on that below, clicking in the video description too. And I want to tell you about the class real quick. I kind of told you about this at the beginning. If you place a $45 order between now and this Thursday, the end of the day Thursday, February 12th, I mean, not February. I'm looking at Valentine's Day cards. It's making me think February. January 12th, the end of the day, make sure you place a $45 order before shipping and tax to get the cardstock ribbon and the DSP you need to make 2 each of these 3 cards I'm going to make here in just a minute. If you would like to get the embellishments that I'm using too, you'll get a half pack of the pastel adhesive back sequins free if you place a $60 order. And that $60 order will also get you a free celebration item of your choice. So I'll tell you more about that. And you do need to, if your order is under $150 before shipping and tax, make sure you use that host code. I've got that there in the picture. And you can also click on the Card Class at Home link below to get that host code later if you don't get it written down. Okay, we are going to look at the little Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine I was telling you about. Got my chat back up. Oh, hi, Becky. Oh, yep, I've got you all on there. I've said hi to you guys already. But here is the blue. Isn't this pretty? And that is, I'm looking at the actual machine and the picture, and that looks very, very close to the color. So that gives you a very good representation of the color. Isn't it pretty? I love it. And it's like the big one, just the smaller version. And it opens up, so you can fold it up. And then you also get all of the plates that you need for this. So there are embossing folders that fit this. Anything that's 3.5 inches wide and under will fit through this. So there are quite a few dies that will go through here. Of course, our regular sized and 6x6 embossing folders don't go through, but the mini ones that we have do. And whenever you get the mini embossing folders, you always get 2 that come in a set. So you've got all of the plates that you need that come with the machine too. So it's a really, really good deal. This is normally $63, and you're going to get it free when you get the starter kit. Pretty well, yeah, you do get it free because it's $129 for the kit, and that more than covers all $175 worth of product, all that good stuff. So this are getting this free. So it's a really, really good deal. I hope you'll join my team. Like I said, if you have any questions, just contact me. And there is also a link below about Celebration. Click on that, and then I'll give you another link to find out all the benefits of joining my team. Okay, let's see. I think that is all I'm going to go over. It's time to make some cards. How about that? Okay, I really like this. Oh, I did want to show you. Grab these. When you place at least that $45 order, here are the card packs you get. I do all the die cutting for you because I did use the split card textures dies that are in the annual catalog. Love these dies. They have been so popular that they have sold out quite a few times since they came out in May. But don't worry, you don't have to. They are available now to purchase too. But you don't need them to do the card class because I will die cut those out. I'm also using the Stylish Shapes dies on all 3 cards. These I will die cut for you too. Anything that is stamped or part of the bundle, I do not die cut for you or punch out for you. You'll have to do those. You can fussy cut those out if you don't have, like this is going to be a punch. You can fussy cut those out after you stamp them. It's a lot easier to fussy cut them than try to get them on those little bitty punched pieces. Okay. Well, hi, Myra. Glad you're back. I'm glad to see a bunch of my regulars back. I love seeing new people too. It's been 3. Let's see. Yeah, the last 3 weeks I haven't been able to do a live. 2 of them are because of Christmas and New Year's. That I had planned. Last week was not planned with me getting sick again. I'm getting tired of getting sick. I'm hoping this is the last time for a long time. They're always sinus things. They're no fun. But like I said, it was nothing next to that COVID I had in September. That was terrible. Okay, now I'm going to bring in, let's see, how do I want to start this? Let's do some stamping first. I've got this circle here. Oh, I'm going to show you the bundle. So this one is a punch bundle. So you can see how the punch looks when we get the light right. There we go. And it will die cut these flowers. These are stamped together, and these are stamped together. Okay? And I'll show you how these punch out during the video. You'll see how they work. They work really well. And then here are the, I forgot to show you. This is what where did I put it? Oh, here it is. And if you go up to a $60 order, you'll also get the half pack of the sequins. So they come in the large size and the smaller size. It's balmy blue, petal pink, and gold. So this is what your pack will look like when you get it. So you get quite a few sequins. There are a lot in one pack. So you get the half pack when you get up to that $60 order. Okay. Now I've got this. Let's see, I'm going to grab my Stampin' Pierce mat. This is a photopolymer stamp set, so you definitely want to use this. I even use this when I do use my cling stamps. I love this base because it makes the stamping go a lot easier and just looks a lot better. You know what? We are going to start with this piece first, this piece of basic white. I'm going to take the heart. You see how these are connected? You can cut these if you want to. I wouldn't, because if you keep them this way, they fit perfectly in the punch that way. But that is totally up to you. But I'm going to show you, I'm going to do 2 different colors. I'm going to show you how easy it is, even though they're connected. So I'm going to take the side of the ink pad that doesn't have a lot of plastic on it. And I'm going to stamp it. Actually, it might be easier to show you this way. I'm just making sure I get that top. See how that's working? I'll get my hand out of the way. I can see right with these photopolymer. Get that top one all inked up. Okay, and it does have some texture to it. Love that. And then I'm going to take my petal pink ink pad. Do the same thing where the plastic, there's less plastic on the end. And then I will get that inked up with the petal pink. And then, let's see, let's go ahead and do it. I have to look. With this, I want to make sure I'm going the right direction, and I am. So I'm going to do this at the bottom. Sometimes you have to think things through. I probably should have made this a wider one. It might have been easier, but this is going to work just fine. So I've got this. I put it at the bottom. That way I can just put this right inside my punch like this. I'm going to angle it to me so I can see what I'm doing, and then I'll show you. So there we go. We've got those. See how those line up really easy? Let me punch that out. And, oh, there's my heart. Almost lost my heart. Don't want to lose my heart. Then I'm going to grab, let's just throw these little pieces away I don't need. Then I'm going to grab my Mossy Meadow ink pad and get that double leaf stamp. I'm going to turn this over and see how it goes in. So I think I'm going to go, actually, this is going to be better this way. So I will do this. Gave myself plenty of cardstock since I'm going to be doing some punching. See if I can do this. I'm right-handed. I'm kind of holding it different than I normally would. This lined up, and then I'll show you again. There we go. So now I've got the leaves ready. And there we go. So got all of those punched out. Put those in my little dish so I don't lose them. And let's grab that circle. I'm going to take this. I'm going to bring those hearts in here. I do too, Becky. I love this set. It is so pretty. And you could use this all year long. They do not have to be Valentine cards. They could be anniversary cards. Oh, hi, Mary Alice. Oh, you're fine. This is the first cards. Excuse me. I'm probably going to be coughing a little bit. Still getting rid of the remnants of this cold I had. Oh, yeah. Where was that going? Oh, yeah. I love the set. You can do, if you're making a card for a friend, it's got a little stamp for that. Actually, I'll be using that here in this card. So I'm going to kind of lay these down where I want them loosely. I can definitely move them if I want to. Now, that circle looks kind of big for this one, so this is why I added some other things to it. There's some really neat leaf type stamps in the set. And this is the only set I'm using on the Country Bouquet. All the stamping I'm doing, so I can kind of tell it's going to be right there. So I'm going to put this one like so. Okay. Then there's a narrow one. And this being a circle, it really doesn't matter if you lay it all down because you can move that circle anyway. When it's a square, then you really do kind of have to know where it's at. But I knew I was going to make like a little V with this because my heart, I kind of liked that being up at the top like so. And then I'm going to put some to come out this way. So I like the moss, the one that kind of curves, the bigger one. So I'm going to put it, I'm going to kind of connect them like this. And then I'll put another one. Oops. I can tell I didn't ink that one very good. Like so. Well, it looks like I'm going to have re-ink my Mossy Meadow. And then I'm going to put another mint macaron one right there. And close these up. Definitely want to get this Mossy Meadow one. I can tell that one's starting to add some ink to this one. Okay. So now I will take, you know what, we will put this on here in a minute because it's a lot easier to put these on before you start putting dimensional stuff on them. So we've got this. Let's put this over to the side. I'm going to bring the card base in. No, take that back. I'm going to bring out a piece of basic white. This is going to be the base layer of the front of the card. And then, let's see, let me find this one says, just wanted to say, ... So I've got greeting to put on the inside. I love it when you can have a greeting on the outside and it goes along with what you've got on the inside. So I'm going to put this in the bottom left corner, like so. And then I'm going to bring some pieces in of the Country Gingham DSP and the, let's see what's it called, Country Floral Lane DSP. So they're the whole suite, like I said earlier, is the Country Floral Lane suite, and it has 2 DSP packs in it. This one is the Country Floral Lane. It's a 12 by 12 pack, and this one comes from a 6 by 6 pack, and it has a lot of different ginghams and different colors. Like so you're seeing 2 designs here. I can't remember how many designs are in this one, but it's got a lot of gingham in it. I really like it. And then, of course, this one's got some neat flowers, too. So either side, it's a little hard to see them. Yeah, there we go. Either side works good. But what I'm going to do... Ooh, I forgot to die cut this out. Good thing. Okay, good job. I'm glad. Here's the stylish. I wasn't going to do any die cutting this time around, but this is going to work out just fine. In your kit, this will already be die cut. I just forgot to do it on this one. I used the largest square. So actually, this is a good thing. Now, those of you that haven't die cut before will know how to die cut. So all the die cutting I did, this is the sandwich that you use. So let me get this out of the way. I am glad I decided to show this to you, so now you can see how it works. Turn this around because I'm right-handed. And for die cutting, this one is for the 3D folders, I do believe. Yeah, this one is for the 3D folders that goes on the bottom. This one is for the standard embossing folders, the regular ones. And this white one is for the die cutting. So I'm going to put that one at the bottom. Here, let me see if I can angle this a little better. You might be able to see it a little better. And get a standard cutting plate on top. Okay, where did I put that DSP? Did I just cover that up? No. Oh, I am so good at this. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to kind of, well, I really can't put it at an angle on this one because it just fits, but it's going to work just fine. Let me get this out of my watermark there. You'll be able to see that better now. We'll put this right on top. We'll put a standard cutting plate on top. I made this just big enough because I didn't want to waste any of that paper. And then we'll run this through. So the stylish shapes dies do work in this. There we go. So that's all die cut. It could have just stayed as a square, but I like the stitching that all the stylish shape, I don't know if you can see that in there, but there's, oh yeah, you can a little bit. Nice little stitching right here. These are my go-to dies, and I can't remember if I said this earlier. They are not available to purchase right now, sadly, because everybody loves them so much, but they're planning on having a shipment the middle part of February. So if you don't have them, don't worry. Like I said, if you get the card kit by placing an order, then I will have these die cut for you. I just really like the stitching on that. That made it look a lot better. So that was a happy mess up because I got to show you how that machine works. Let's see, get this stuff out of the way here. Okay. I love it when a mess up comes together. Oh, hi, Michelle. Yeah, isn't this sweet beautiful? I love it. Okay, so now I've got this all cut out. I will bring this back in. And it'll be if you come back and make the cards with me. So this will be here. I'm going to grab these two pieces here. And what I did, I actually put these like this. I always show you how I kind of come up with it. Actually, I saw this as a card layout, and I like the card laid out. So if you ever have trouble coming up with a layout for a card, just look up some layouts, and then you can go from there. That's helped me make this card. Excuse me. So it's kind of going to go on like that, and then my little circle will be going down here with the hearts. So I'm going to go ahead and move these. This is the one that goes underneath that one, so it's going to be the first one I put on. So let me grab my seal. I'm trying to do this with my microphone in my face here. It's funny, with my recorded videos, I can have my microphone in a certain place, and for some reason, it does not pick up my voice very well during a live, so I have to put it down right in front of me, and it gets in the way sometimes. So I'm going to put that one right here. You can use whichever side you want if you get the pack, because all these colors go together real well. And then I'm going to put this one just down a little bit and over. As you can see, it's a little bit narrower than the mint macaron one. Okay, and I love having two DSPs that coordinate together. And this is just going to go on like so. So all of these are getting put on with regular Stampin' Seal. Oops, had a little fuzzy. And I will put that, let's see, I'm going to raise it up just a little bit because we're going to put the circle down here. That looks pretty good. So see, that just kind of looks pretty just like that, but we're going to get that circle on here. So I will put this, we'll turn this over. Like I said, being a circle, I can move it around to where I want it. And I knew this little V is going to be angled like this. I'll bring it up here because I do want to see some of these strips right here. That looks pretty good. Then I'm going to be putting this on with dimensionals. Let me find these. I'm going to put them more in the middle. Actually, I'm going to do a big one right here. Let me get my scissors. I'm going to cut one of these half ones off. I always leave them on the backing and then cut through the dimensional and the backing. It's a lot easier to take them off that way. And you don't get the sticky stuff on your scissors that way too. Take the paper backing off here. And I'm going to put this where I think it looks pretty good. That looks good. So lay that there. I just love those little vines sticking out. And where'd my little heart go? Now with this, it's going to be hanging off just a little bit. So I only want a dimensional over here and seal here. So I'm going to grab another one of those half ones. So yes, I use every bit of my Stampin' Dimensionals. So it's going to be on this side here, the little hump of the heart. That kind of makes it easier to remember. And I'm going to put a little bit of seal right here. I could use a glue dot too, but that will work. Take the backing off. And then I will put this like so. There we go. Now you can see, since I did not want a dimensional on here because that would have raised that heart and it would have been kind of angled and looked kind of funny. So we've got that there. Let's grab the leaves. And I'll put a little adhesive here. And we'll have it go. Actually, I like this side better. I put it underneath both hearts. There we go. Put some seal on this one. And I kind of like the end that looks like it's a little faded, kind of showing a little more. So I'm going to put it this way. And there we go. Isn't that neat? Now, it does look good with all that white, but I thought, okay, we need to have a little more color. So my card base is Sweet Sorbet. So all of these colors are in the paper pack. That's one thing I love about Stampin' Up, how the colors coordinate with all the products. Get my bone folder here. And we'll go ahead, oops. Get the seal on here. I'll just put that right here in the corner. I mean, not in the corner, on the center. Make sure the fold's on the left so it's not upside down. But see, I think that having that Sweet Sorbet cardstock in the background really makes it pop better. Brings in some more color to it. I really love this layout. Now, the inside of the card, I did stamp on that. Let me find oh, there it is. Whenever I do 3 cards in a live, this looks like a tornado went through. I'm throwing things everywhere. So sometimes I have to go looking for it. Now I'm going to grab this heart again. And grab my chamois because I'm only going to do the big heart this time. Yes, I got a new chamois. It looks kind of nice, doesn't it? My other one was looking really bad. So I'm going to only ink up the big one with the Sweet Sorbet. Actually, I still think it's easier to do it this way. If it was a cling stamp, the rubber stamp, I would do it like this. But since I can see through it, I think it's actually easier to see that you've got it on the ink pad. And then I'm going to put this right here in this corner. There we go. So that'll be the inside of the card. Oh, good, Myra. I'm glad you like the card. I had a lot of fun making this. This, like Michelle was saying, this suite is gorgeous. And I love it when we get a Valentine set you can use all year long. That's one thing. Some Valentines, that's all you can use it for. It'll have a Cupid and things like that. I guess you could still put a Cupid on an anniversary card. But this is just hearts you can use all year long. And this one you can definitely make, because this could definitely just be for a friend. Oh, I forgot. That made me remember saying friend. Let's see, let's see, where did I put that? I might have forgotten to put that on a block. Let me look in the stamp set here. Nope, it's on a block. Oh, yeah, I think I found it. There we go. Yeah, I love that we are friends. I'm going to do that in Mossy Meadow. So this one is just a nice card to send to your best friend. Oop. Using that Mossy Meadow again. It's not inked up very well. Put that in the top. There we go. I am so glad I remembered that because I was bragging about how I love how greetings can match on the outside to the inside. Just wanted to say I love that we are friends. So here's just a friend's card that doesn't have to be a Valentine's card. So hope you like that one. Yeah, GN, it is very versatile. I really, really like it. That's why I picked it out. I thought, well, some people are getting ready to make their Valentine cards. I know we just got done with Christmas. Valentine's Day is let's see. It's just a little over a month. My goodness, I'm going to have to get going on my Valentine stuff. So that's why I thought, well, okay, we're going to use this one for the first class of 2023. And there'll be many free classes to come. I'm really enjoying doing these classes. I think they're fun. I hope you're liking them too. Okay, now we're ready for card number 2. Now this one, excuse me, I'm going to have to take a drink. Okay, let's grab, how do I want to do this? I'm looking at we are going to use the big heart in the set. So once again, this is a square that is used with the, hi Phyllis, glad you're here. It's like a reunion since we haven't seen talked for, like I said, it's been 4 weeks since I've done one. That's right. Hasn't been a complete month, but it's been real close. Okay, now we've got the big heart. Let me bring in the stamp set again. So these were the hearts that we used. Now we're going to use this one. It's a 2-step, and it makes a really, really pretty heart. So I always start when it's a 2-step with the darkest color. And I think that's probably the Balmy Blue. I'm using Balmy Blue and Mint Macaron. So it's a little hard to tell. Now this one has the leaves on it. It's probably hard to tell in the video. So that's going to be my Mint Macaron one. This is going to be my Balmy Blue one because it's got all the flowers on it. So let me get this inked up. And a lot of times when it's bigger, I will just have the stamp be upside down and the ink and bring the ink pad to it. Because that way I can see if I've got it inked really well. I'm going to put this about in the middle, get my hand out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Hold it down for a few seconds. This is also one of those ones, if you're nervous about lining stuff up, I think it's pretty easy to line up, but you can also use the Stamparatus, especially if you want to make a few of these at once. And here's my Mint Macaron. So this one, I'm actually not using any reds. I'm just using the blue and the green, the light green that's in the set. Okay, so all these little holes and stuff, flowers fit in those. Now I'm at an angle, so hopefully I'm going to get this right. I probably should have put it up just a little bit higher. I think that's got it. If I can do this at an angle, that looks good. So that shows how easy it is because I'm really at an angle, so it's a little hard to tell if I'm getting it right. So isn't that pretty? I love that you can have 2 different colors, and you don't have to get your marker out. You can just use the stamp set. I mean the ink colors. Ink pad, sorry. I can tell my throat's getting dry. It's starting to get gravelly. So I may be coughing a little more. I'll try not to do it into the microphone and bust your eardrums. Okay, I'm feeling much better because yesterday I wouldn't have been able to do this, but I'm still got the nagging cough. Now, this was done. See if I can get that die set here. This is the split card texture dies. It's in the annual catalog. So you've got 2 different options, and this is the one I went with because I thought it would probably go good with that gingham. So what I did, you just put this on your card base and make sure it has the same border around here and then run it through. And all the little pieces come out really, really well. Okay. And I'm going to take a piece of the Country Gingham. This is in the Balmy Blue color, of course. I could have used the pink, but I'm not using pink on this. Actually, that looks good together, doesn't it? I like the pink, too. But I was just going, like I said, with the Mint Macaron and the Balmy Blue. And, let's see. I'm going to grab my glue. I think this is the easiest way to put this paper in the back. I'm going to grab my silicone mat here. I'm going to close this. I'm seeing some ink pads open. I'm afraid they're going to dry out on me. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on these edges here. Definitely in the corner here. I think it's a little easier to get this on than using the seal, because the seal is definitely wider than this border here. And it also, here you'll see this in just a minute, and I'm going to put it all along here, because I made it to where it just covers the open area. So I'll turn this over. It's actually easier to do it this way. I want to make sure I don't see any of those holes. And being with the glue, I can kind of move it around a little bit. There we go. That looks pretty good. And I made it the exact same length this way. But if I turn it over and there's any showing here, I can just take that off really easy. Hold this down. It's okay if this side doesn't get onto any of the glue, because it looks like that's what happened with me, because it just fits. But it's going to be going on the card, so I can put my seal on here. Let's see, do I need to do... Oh, I am using some ribbon. There's a ribbon combo pack in this suite. It's the real red and burlap ribbon. This is the burlap ribbon. I'll be showing you the real red one here in a minute. That's going to be on the next card. But I love the look of this one. Now here, I'll just grab the real red one here. So this is the combo pack. I love how they're both totally different. They can stand alone, but they look good together too. I really like those a lot. I like to do red and like a crumb cake kind of color together. I do that quite a bit. Okay. So I've got a smaller piece and a big piece. I'll grab the big piece. Now the reason I'm not giving the sizes is because that's what you get when you order from me. It'll be in the PDF. I send a PDF with it. I'm going to change the PDF up a little bit for those of you that have done it before. I was kind of doing the same work twice. I was giving you a tutorial, written tutorial, and the video, and it was going to be too much, but I'm still going to do a PDF. It'll be just like I do with my clubs. It'll give you the sizes and the supply list so you can go and make the card again, but you get the tutorial in the video. I just had to change something because it was going to be too much work with the other things I was doing. I was getting a little stressed out. So this is going to be going around like this. So like I said, the sizes will be for, you'll get the sizes. You can figure them out too. But those of you that order from me to get the card kit, you'll know the sizes. So this is just going to wrap around like so. Oh, thanks, Phyllis. I'm definitely getting better. I was so tired last night. I'm like, oh, I hope I don't have to cancel again. Today I've got my energy back. I'm just still got a little bit of sinus drainage that makes me have to cough every once in a while. I am very happy to say I'm doing so much better. Okay, I'm going to put this right across here. Okay. I really think that crumb cake looks good with these colors. And now I'm going to grab my balmy blue card base. I'm always happy when I remember the color. I have so many times, oh, where did I put my bone folder? You're probably seeing it right in front of I love it when I say, where is it? And you guys can all see. Oh, there it is. This time you couldn't see it either. So there we go. I'll get this out of the way for right now. And now that I've got the ribbon on there, I can go ahead and put this on. And now I can just put this seal right across both the DSP and the green, the mint macaron piece, because that will keep it all in place. I still always put glue on this edge just in case some of it may be hanging over. This time I might have cut that DSP just a little bit too narrow, but it just fit. It still works. There we go. But doesn't that look neat? I really like this split card. Okay, let me look at my original. Oh, yes, there's one more thing I need to stamp on here. I'm going to use the With Love stamp. I love all the greetings in this set, too. Use my balmy blue. Oh, I was in the middle of saying, a lot of times I'll call the balmy blue bashful blue. That's our old blue. Now, on my original, oh, I know I did put it on the left. It just depends on where the heart goes. It can go on the whichever side the with love will fit, because it'll look good on this side too. This side I could tell had just a little bit more room to get that to fit. And then I put this one on with dimensionals. It's going to go over this ribbon. And oh, there they are. Let's see, I'm going to put one in each corner. And it is kind of a big square, so you know what? I think I'm going to put one in the middle too. I can't remember what I did on my first one. Okay. I always like to, you don't need the take your pick tool, but I just like to be able to scoop them up and collect them all in one place, and then I can take them off and throw them away. I'm always dropping those things, and they're all over my house, and I haven't seen as many on my floor since I've started to do it that way. I'm going to put this over here. I want a little bit of ribbon to show here. I kind of want it in the center of the heart, like so. Okay. And I wanted kind of a knot here. A lot of times I will thread it underneath, excuse me, the ribbon like so, but I kind of thought it looked better doing it this way. So I'm going to take this little piece and just tie it in a single knot, like so. And then just kind of play around with it. I can take a hold of the knot here and kind of pull these up to make a little V. Okay. I'm going to take a glue dot. I'm going to put it right on the back. See which knot? Yep, I like this side better. So I'll have that, put it on the bottom of the knot. And you kind of have to help it lift up with the ribbon. Once it's on the ribbon, it stays. And I decided to put this actually on the edge of this square instead. So it almost looks like we threaded that ribbon into the square, okay? And you can also see it a little better. I thought that looked better. I tried both ways. This was the option I liked the best. And I'm going to cut these at an angle, like so. And, oh, I need to bring in the first card. I've been forgetting the bling, my goodness. But I will do that here in just a minute. First, we'll go ahead and put the bling on this one. Right here, I'm going to use my pack that I've already been using. And this one, I'm going to use some balmy blue ones. And I love how they've got this, here, hold on, this set. You get a sheet of the small size and a sheet of the bigger size. So I love how they're how they have them separated. I just think that's kind of cool. So I'm going to grab a couple small blue ones, balmy blue. I'm going to put one right here. And I will put one, let's see. Oh, yeah, I'm going to put some here on the gingham a little bit. And I decided to use a big one. You can definitely mix and match these, but I decided I was going to use the same colors on the cards. So there we go. We've got our bling on this one. Now we do have to do the inside. I've got to look at my original. Remember what I did? Oh, yeah. I forgot what I did. So here's another piece of basic white. I'm going to grab my mint macaron. And there is this floral stamp right here. It looks like, it's hard to tell in that one, looks like this one right here. And I'm going to stamp this along the bottom and just make a little border. Just go right next to it. Stamp them right across. And I intentionally made it go off the side just a little bit. When you try to line them up, it never works. So I always do partials on the ends. So there, now we've got a nice little border. I've got things falling down. Don't need that anymore anyway. And put this on the inside of the card. And I'll be done with this one. But then I'm going to bring the first card back because I forgot to put the bling on that one. And that will go right here. There we go. Now I could have gone, if you wanted more of a monochromatic look, you could just go with the balmy blue here. But I decided, I thought, okay, since this has got the two colors in it, we'll do the two colors on the inside too. I love the blue colors too. Aren't they pretty? I love that a lot. So there is the balmy blue mint macaron color combo with the little pastel adhesive back sequins. And the neat thing with these sequins, I don't know if you notice, a lot of sequins have the holes in them. These do not. So they're solid sequins. I kind of like those better, I think. I like the way they look. So now I'm going to bring in the first card again. And this time I'm going to use the gold ones on this one. I'll use the petal pink ones on the next card. So I'm going to grab a large gold one and put it here on this circle. And I'm going to do a couple little ones. I thought I'd do one up here and one here in the corner of this square. Oops, I got some of the putty off the Take Your Pick tool. There we go. So there we go. Got to get that bling on there. So now it sparkles a little bit. So there's card number 1, card number 2. Now get ready for card number 3, and we will be done with this free class. So let me get situated here again. Oh my goodness. If I could turn my camera around, you guys would be laughing how messy this table is right now. But that's the way I think all of us crafters work. Things get thrown as we're working on it. I usually have to clean up everything when I'm all done making stuff. Yeah, I don't like the hole at all, Jeanne. I'm glad to see somebody else who agrees with me. Oh, good, Phyllis. I'm glad you're liking. Every time I see your name, I get ready to call you Lala. I'm like, no, wait a minute, that's Phyllis. I love the name of your Lala Crafts, though. I like that. Okay, let's see. I got to look at my second card. Okay, this one is going to be using mint macaron again, but also petal pink. So I've got bringing some of the pinks and reds back again. Oh, you know what? I forgot something. Hold on just a second. I hate it when I do this. Hold on. I thought I put that in the pack, but I didn't. Thankfully, it is super close to me. Here is that big 12 by 12 pack of the paper, but there is one sheet. If I can get it out, for some reason it's stuck. There we go. This one, you can probably tell by looking at it, they match up with the punch. So you've got some with the mint macaron leaves and some with the mossy meadow. My first card, I did the mossy meadow, but you know what? We'll just go ahead and go with the next one with the mint macaron. So what I did, you can kind of tell here, I'm just going to loosely cut this out. Just go around it, because I don't want to cut a strip here, because I'm afraid I would cut off some of these and it just wouldn't work with the punch anymore. So I want to save as many of these as I can. Excuse me. I love it when they give us paper, and they do this in a lot of our bundles now, or suites now, where either the die or the punch will match up with the paper. Now I'm going to grab a Post-it note that I have here, because when I go to do this, it's probably going to be a little too hard. Well, I can almost do it. I need to move it over just a little bit, but just to have a little more control, I'm going to put this on the back so I've got something to hold on to. And I put it on the back, that way I don't cover up any of the image and I can see what I'm doing. So let me line this up and then I'll show you so you can see how good it looks. There we go. So we've got those all lined up and punched. So you don't have to stamp. But I love that we've got a stamp that will do that when you run out of the DSP. So we've got those ready. So I'm going to get those over to the side. And then, let's see, look at my, and I decided to use both hearts with this one. So I'm going to bring this circle. There is a couple other hearts in there, but of the ones that I've used so far, I'm going to do all the hearts that we used on the first 2 cards for this one. So I need to grab. Oh, do you want it, Phyllis? I really like it. It's, let's see, the paper is the Country Floral Lane Designer Series paper, and that bundle is the Country Bouquet Bundle. So you can click that online store link below and you can place an order. If you live in the United States, most of you know that part. Per Stampin' Up rules, I can only sell to people that are in the United States. But anybody can watch my videos though. So I love it when I hear from people from other countries that are watching. It's kind of neat how the internet brings the world together sometimes. Sometimes maybe not so neat, but for crafting, it's pretty neat. Okay, so I've got my circle. This is with it stitched shapes again. I told you I use that set a lot. So this time I'm using petal pink and mint macaron. This time I think mint macaron is actually the darker color. So, and I could have gone with mossy meadow, but I wanted to make this more of a pastel looking card. So we had one that was darker, one that was kind of in the middle, and this one's got the lighter. Okay. Now I'm going to put the leaf one here. Get that close to the center. And this is one time, it might actually, well, no, I guess it doesn't matter. I just want to show you because when you get the kit, you will get these already die cut for you. So I want to show you how to line it up. Usually I would stamp first and then die cut, but this definitely works this way. Then bring in the flowers that I just cleaned. Oops, almost picked up the balmy blue again. Here's the petal pink. So this is going to give us a totally different look using the pink and the green. Yeah, you can tell that the petal pink is definitely a lighter color. And make sure I'm good. Try not to get my head in the way. There we go. There we go. Isn't that a softer looking one? I love this heart. That is so pretty. Okay. Put that to the side. Got all of those die cut, so I'll put those in the same dish. Let's see here. Now I'm going to grab a piece of petal pink. And, oh, I'm going to hurry up because while I've got this out, get the stamping done. Here's a narrow piece of basic white. And this time it is definitely a Valentine card. The other two could have been used, like the first one, a friend's card. The second one could be, of course, Valentine's, but it'll also be an anniversary card. This one actually says Happy Valentine's Day. So we will get this on here. And I'm going to kind of put it right in the middle. Okay, because we're going to be cutting off the end here. But I'm going to be tucking this in, so that's why I want it in the middle. You'll see here in a minute. So that's stamped. Oh, and I did not do any stamping on the inside. So, yep, we're done stamping. So I get this out of the way now. Excuse me. Bring in my petal pink piece. I think I'll still leave this out. And grab a piece of the Country Floral Lane DSP. This time, so the first card I used both DSPs. The last one I did the gingham. This one I'm using the Country Floral Lane again. So I love how they've got some images that coordinate with stamps. I think Stampin' Up! Does the best coordinating of anybody. And I'm going to get this on. I like this side too. But I was going more for the pinks. And this is going to go right here on the left side. There we go. And then I'm going to take, once again, I've got two pieces, if I can get a hold of them. This is the real red ribbon that's in that combo pack. And I'm going to take the longer one. And I'm going to put a little adhesive on each end. You could do glue dots too. I go back and forth. I used to always do, oh, thanks, Sandra. I'm glad you're liking the cards. Put a glue dot, and then I'll go back to using my seal. So both ways work really good. So I'm going to cover up the edge of the DSP just a little bit. Wrap that around. Try to get it straight here. There we go. So now we've got that on, and that means, yep, we can put it on the card base. So I'm going to grab my macaron card base. Shouldn't need that anymore. Get those corners lined up. There we go. Now this time it's going to be a horizontal card or landscape card. So I want my fold on the top. Then the adhesive over the ribbon. I always make sure I put some over the ribbon, because that's a good place for it to pop off later. And we want these to stay together. So there we go. We've got this on. You could also, there are little heart stamps in this. I could have stamped little hearts all over this to have a little background. I just decided to keep it plain. Actually, I forgot on this one, I did stamp some little hearts on the green. I'll show you my original, but I think it looks good without it stamped too. I'd forgotten that part, but I'll show you the other one so you can see the other option. Okay, let's grab the big circle. And I'm going to put just regular adhesive on it. Well, I'm getting close to the end of this. Hopefully it'll last. I've got another one over here, but I think it's about out too, but I think I'm going to be good. So we will put this right about here. Oop, I put this on the wrong side. You know what? I'm going to show you something nice about our seal. The first 10 minutes, you can lift it up. You want to still be careful. But there, see, I was able to take that off and I didn't tear anything up. I'm going to take this off. And ribbon does come off pretty easy. It'll stay on if you want it to stay on, but if you need to move it, you can. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little more on there again because I might have pulled a little bit off but stayed on the pink. I forgot how I did this. And you know what? My goodness. I probably could have just left it the way it was. But I really like the way I did it the first time. It looks better. Because putting that circle on there, that was covering up way too much of that ribbon. Now, DSP, you have to be a little more careful when you have to move it. I'm going to move it over. I like to have a little bit of pink show. Get those edges lined up again. There we go. Then, the good thing about these classes, you don't have the supplies yet. So you'll remember my boo-boo and know, oh, I don't want to do it that way. I want to wait. So I will turn this over. Put this on like so. Okay, so that's the way I did my original. I had it covered up a little bit here with my computer, so I couldn't see it very well. That's how I put it on. So I'm going to put a little more adhesive on here again, just to make sure it stays on good. But then after the first 10 minutes, this adhesive is permanent. But I love how you can reposition it right at the beginning. Now we'll put this on. Much better. And now when I put this circle on, now you can see that ribbon a lot better. Now it's just going to be covering up way too much of it. We'll get this on here. Okay. Then I'm going to grab a little circle. That is if I didn't lose it. Oh, brother, where did I put it? This almost seems to always happen at the end of the video. There's one last little piece that I can't find. And then I find it as soon as the video's over. I know I had it. Well, while I'm looking, I will go ahead and do the inside of the card. It'll turn up. If not, I'll just hurry up and die cut another one. I'm going to put this on the inside of the card. So this time, instead of stamping, the inside of the card is just going to have a strip of the DSP that matches the outside. And I decided to put this on the left side also. And this time I do want it right up against, like so. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the inside of the card. While I'm doing this, I'm looking around, see if I can find that circle. Oop, I'm coming to the end. Yep, that one's gone. Oop, I didn't grab the other one. So you know what? I'm going to be using, if I get hold of it. I left the other one over at my desk, so I'll just use my Seal Plus. I do have that over here. And this will go on the inside of the card. And I really need that. Oh, I know what I can do. I'm going to grab one of the packs that I showed at the beginning. Oh, if I can get a hold of it. Because I know this one has a circle in it, and I'll just make sure I when I find the other one, I'll put it in here. I bet you anything, I'm going to find it as soon as the video's over, because I know I had it. There we go. So this is a smaller circle. Oops, get those back in that kit. There we go. Okay, so there is the inside of the card. Here's my little circle. And I want to grab these hearts. So this time I went with a smaller circle than I did on the first one, so I'm not going to be stamping any vines on here. But I'm going to put, once again, pop this one up. So I'm going to do like I did with the other one. You could even have a heart just look like that too. It can be a striped one. I like the look of that too. Where did I put my dimensionals? Boy, I'm losing everything, ladies. Oh, there they are. I've got so many things covered up. It's funny. Okay, so I'm going to put another one here in the middle. And, oh, scissors. There we go. Cut that off. And we'll put a small half one right here. Because that one definitely would not, it would make it wobble. That's why I'm adding another one, so it'll help keep it more stable. And I like to not put dimensionals near the edges when I'm going to tuck something under, and I'm going to be tucking those leaves under there again. So I'm going to put this right here in the middle of the circle. And then I'm going to grab these leaves, and they're going to go on. Like, so actually, I'm going to put this heart on first, aren't I? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do what I did again. The small side is actually going to be the side with the adhesive this time, and this needs the dimensional. So the fatter side, I'm going to put I'll put a half dimensional on again. Make sure I'm remembering right. Yes, on the fat. Because sometimes I say the opposite of what I want to say. Go ahead and take the backing off, and I'll put a little bit. You know what? Since I'm going to use a glue dot this time. Sometimes with the seal, it's got more, they almost look like tabs, and I don't want any of those tabs kind of sticking out the edges. So if I can find my glue dots, which I think I just dropped on the floor. My goodness, I'm falling apart. Okay. So I will put a glue dot right there. I did do the opposite of what I meant to do. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're just going to put this over here. It'll look just fine. There we go. I think I need to go take a nap. I don't feel tired at all, but boy, I'm messing up. Okay, now put some adhesive on here. I'm going to stick a leaf right here. I love it, though, when you make a mistake and you can still fix it and it looks just fine. So I had, oh, and see, I've got a little bit of that Post-it note there from when I was putting it through the punch, so just take that off. And if you forget, it's not that big a deal because it was on the, outside of the card. See, I'll show you here. I just got some tabs. See how they're, I don't think you may not be able to see it. It kind of sticks out over here. Oh, okay, ladies, I'm sorry. I'm getting some somebody putting weird comments on the YouTube chat. I'll block those as soon as the video's over. I can't do it during the video. I hate it when that happens. Sometimes when the video goes a little longer than usual, they find me, and they start doing some weird stuff. But I will get those taken off real quick. So there, we've got that. And I'm going to put this right here. So I think those leaves hearts look good together, don't they? I'm going to go ahead and grab this. I'm going to take my paper snips and kind of cut these at a right angle, like so. Because I didn't want to that's what I do that a lot. Instead of, you could do the banner or just have it be the straight rectangle. But I like it better like that. So I do know I want it to be like this. I want a little bit of the circle showing here at the bottom. I'll put some adhesive on here. Oh, I'm having trouble with this. This one, oh, this one's gone too. Oh, I need to make a blooper reel, and this whole video here at the end could be in the blooper reel. Okay, we'll go ahead and put this here. And now that one is gone, I will use multi-purpose glue. I am determined to get these done. So now I get some glue on here. It's a good thing I put a bunch of different adhesives next to it. I thought sure I had more adhesive on this one. I knew the one I had at my desk was almost gone, but I didn't know the one here at the video table was almost gone. Okay, so now I put that right there and kind of putting it at an angle. I still want to see the happy birthday, and that's why I left the end blank over there on the left, because I wanted to tuck it underneath that circle. So there we go, but now we need our bling. Oh, and we need to put this last piece of the real red ribbon. This time I am going to thread it underneath here, and I will get a hold of it. There we go. And when you do this, you can slide this up and down where you want it, but I kind of like it up here near the top. I'm going to grab my scissors and cut these at an angle. There we go. And this card is almost done. I really like, I can't pick a favorite. I really like how all three of these turned out. I'm definitely going to be making more with this bundle. I really like it. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the sequins again. We've used the balmy blue and the gold. Now we're going to use the petal pink. Let's see. I'm going to take, I always use an odd number when I do things like this. Well, usually I should put it that way because it just looks good to the eye. And a lot of times I will just use one big one and the other two small. And I'm going to do that again. Pick this up and I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to grab a big one. And I think I'm going to put it right here. So that is card number 3. So I hope you like this one. And let me bring in these again. Oh yeah, I told you I was going to show you. Let me get some stuff out of the way so you can really see the cards. Grab this one. Hopefully, you may not be able to see the difference in the video. The one in my left hand, I stamped little hearts in the background. Now you can see that. And then this is one without it. So both look just fine. And this one, I stamped them with mint macaron. So if you like that background and you get the card kit, just stamp those little hearts that are in the set with the mint macaron. It makes a nice little background. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed these cards. And if you want to make these cards and get the card kit, make sure you place a $45 order before shipping and tax by the end of the day of this Thursday, January 12th, and you will get the supplies to make these cards. I'll include the cardstock, the pieces of DSP that you need, and the ribbon. The little embellishments I do not include, but you can use any embellishment you have on hand that'll look good with this, like rhinestones and things like that would look good. But if you do want a half pack of these pastel sequins, bump your order up to $60 or $60 order before shipping and tax, and I'll include the half pack of those sequins. And they will be in their own little Ziploc bag, like so. That's what you'll get. So I do believe that is it. Let me switch to me here and get my chat back up because there's always ladies that chat here at the end. Oh, good, Margaret. I'm glad you like them. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys all enjoyed them. I had fun making these, like I said. It was good to be able to get back to making cards again. Over the holidays, I didn't get to make too many. I enjoyed Christmas and New Year's. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season too. But I had, it was nice to be able to get back in my office and start making cards. And didn't like that I got sick and had to stop for a little bit, but I'm back running. So I should be able to make some more cards. I'm going to have to start making cards for the next class next week. So I will be back again next week. The live will be, let's see, I've got the date here. January 17th at 3 o'clock. So that'll be the next live. And I hope you can join me then. And like always, if you can't join live, because I know a lot of people are still at work and they can't watch this during work, the recording pops up as soon as the live's over and you can watch it anytime. And you can still get the class, like I said, January 12th is the deadline. But then the very next day, January 13th, I'll have a new class set up, and the same $45 order will get the card kit for those cards, and I'll share those on my Facebook page and also in my email list. And if you're not on my email list, just look down the video description, and it'll say subscribe to my newsletter. Click on that, and you can subscribe to my newsletter and get my emails that way. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, thanks, Kathleen. I'm glad you like I love sharing my stuff, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying them too. And get my chat back up here. Oh, thanks, Phyllis. I'm glad you liked them. Hope you guys all are having good weather. If anybody here is in California watching this, I'm praying for you. I know you guys are having some pretty bad weather over there right now with the flooding and stuff. So be praying for you guys. And okay, I think that's it. So have a great day, guys. And I will have a recorded video, yay, on Thursday that I can share with you. I haven't been able to do a recorded video for quite a while, so that'll be up Thursday because I'm in a blog hop on Thursday. So you can check that out on my blog and on my YouTube channel. So I will see you later, guys. Bye.